So on Saturday, KSI versus Tommy Fury took place. I was, of course, there. Here's some proof on the screen of me wearing a lovely Prime hat, which I did take home. Thank you very much for that. But that's besides the point. Basically, I want to do a video discussing about the whole controversial... What's the word? On the whole main event of KSI Tommy Fury. I'm sure you've seen it all going around the rounds on social media. Now, I could have done this, you know, straight away, uploaded it yesterday, get banging views, bang. But I thought, let's take a step back and actually, like, try and be a little bit smart, because all these people that, like, talking about it, you know, I'm not naming any names or anything, they're all talking about it from up here. Or, like, you know, no. They're all talking about it from here, not up here. They're speaking about it emotionally. So what I've done is I had an opinion that I was thinking, but now I've given it some time. I've watched back the footage. I've done all the things you should be doing if you want to speak about the topic. So I've watched all the footage back, the full fight, the highlights, everything, the whole shebang. And I thought I'd give you my opinion on the fight. Does it really matter? Not really, but you've clicked on it, so you might be kind of caring of it. I'm not too sure. I'm not going to sugarcoat it in today's video. I'm not going to drag it. I'm not going to do anything. But what I want to start with is, like, the general, like, thing is people are saying KSI was robbed. Tommy Fury should never have won. And as you can see, this is my first bit of proof here. This is all the notable people who said KSI would win. And he basically, Israel Adesanya, who is, well, I will mention, he's a prime athlete. So, like, you know, take it with a pinch of salt. But Izzy Adesanya said KSI won. Demetrius Johnson, who, by the way, is the greatest MMA fighter of all time. So, fair play. That's an opinion you should respect. He said, like, I'm not going to play all these. You can just pretend that, you know, not pretend. You can just assume they said it. Chris Eubank Jr., Eddie Hearn, whoever that is. Even then, now, this is interesting. This is I believe, maybe a deleted tweet from Jake Paul, where Jake Paul said straight trash, wasn't boxing. He only wins on a point deduction. So basically, Jake Paul said KSI only... So he tweeted this before the decision, for reference. And he said KSI only won because of the point deduction. But then, obviously, the decision came out that he didn't win. And then we've just got some others, you know, True Geordie, Slim, even, Logan Paul. Oh, actually, Logan Paul, that's his brother. No, that's not his brother. I thought he was fighting Jake Paul. Aiden Ross, Deji. You get the point. I could just sit here all day and say, oh, look at all these people that think KSI won. Now, what I'm going to say is that, as I said earlier, the general thing going around is KSI was robbed. I'm going to say straight up, no, he wasn't. KSI was not robbed. You don't know what that term means. Fair enough. If KSI was clearly winning, he was punching his bloody heads off. He was punching everything, injuring him. But he wasn't, right? But this is not... By the way, when I say KSI didn't get robbed, that's not me being like, oh, he didn't win the fight. He had no chance. People... But maybe I'm just being a stupid idiot.
Probably.
But I don't think... Maybe I take it too literally when I'm saying KSI got robbed. When I think of someone saying, oh, that blank got robbed... That's, in my opinion, you're saying... So let's say, for example, the KSI, right? You're saying KSI got robbed. Cool. That, in my opinion, that's me. That's you saying KSI was the clear winner. He 100% should have won the fight no matter what. And Tommy Fury has somehow managed to win. That's what I think people say when he got robbed. Which... I don't think that's the case. I was obviously there watching it live in the flesh. I've watched the highlights. I've watched the full fight. This is not me saying KSI deserved to lose. I don't think he won, to be honest with you. I really think my unbiased, you know, not trying to, you know, get on his or whatever, please censor that. I'm trying to get the ads back on this channel. I just don't think he won. Like, I'll be honest. The general, like, when I'm in the crowd, the general, like, feeling of everything, like, you know, with, like, people around me, everything, is they did not think KSI won. And I even spoke to Viz, if you know Viz, lads. Me and him agreed, like, after the final whistle, the final bell, we were like, probably a draw, that. Do you know what I mean? Like, my general thoughts were either, I'll be honest, it was either a Tommy Fury win or a KSI and Fury draw. There was, I'll be honest... Not one part of me after that bell was like, oh, he's won that. Like, he's won that. But that, again, that's not me saying he's been robbed. Or, you know, he didn't deserve it. I think what probably should have happened, but it would have been potentially a bit boring or whatever. I think it probably should have been a draw. because you're not taking into the fact that, well, they are. Like, he got a point deducted for hitting him in the back. But low-key, he could have been, like, deducted more than 1 point because he was hitting him in the back of the head a lot. I know he got 1 point deducted, but, like, you got, like, with that being said, the fact he's had a point deducted and still won, I don't know what that means in terms of boxing. That must mean, like, still, even after a point, like, do you know how hard it is to get a point deducted and still win by points? Something's going wrong there. Obviously, one judge, or maybe two judges scored it a draw, and then one guy just didn't. So, hey, basically, my general verdict, my general thing is he didn't get robbed, probably didn't deserve to win, which is, you know, which is what people are saying, which fair enough. Obviously, you know, fair enough. I respect it. What I will say, right, let me end this point by saying, like, yeah, KSI, whether he won, whether he deserved to win or he didn't, we have to respect him for stepping in with a pro boxer. And like, this is, even though Tommy Fury has won, this is an L for Tommy Fury. The fact he went the full 6 rounds with KSI, a YouTuber, you know, you can't really say he's a YouTuber anymore, but like, Tommy Fury has done nothing but bad for his name. This is a loss for Tommy Fury. He can't say, oh, you know, I knocked him out. He didn't. He had to go to points and get a dodgy decision to beat KSI. It's a massive L for Tommy Fury. But the only issue is, I don't really know what happens now, to be honest with you. I really don't know what happens. Obviously, you know, we can go through Twitter and just see everything. Obviously, Tommy Fury's talking like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to knock him out, He didn't. Honestly, it didn't even... There was no side, like, when I was watching it live, obviously wanting KSI to win, there was no part of me that was like, oh, he's going to get knocked out here. Like, there was no part of me that thought, this is going to be bad. But I'll be honest, there was no part of me that thought KSI was knocking him out. But with that being said, I think KSI's taking a W, to be honest with you. I think he's taking a W. Tommy Fury, bit of an L. Do you know what I mean? Go in the distance with KSI. What I'm now going to say is, I don't know what happens now, to be completely honest with you. I've got no idea what happens, because maybe a rematch with Tommy Fury, I don't really care that much. I mean, the fight wasn't really, like, a good watch. It was a very scrappy kind of fight, which we knew it was. Any fight now with KSI is going to be a scrap, because he's obviously not a natural boxer, but it kind of makes that, like, that's his, like, advantage, I guess. I don't really care about a rematch against Tommy Fury. Obviously, we want KSI, Jake Paul, but now the whole build-up to the fight is just going to be, oh, it's Tommy Fury's kids, do you know what I mean? Because they both lost to him now. So I don't really know what happens from here. What I will, lads, what I'll end it with is this quick, very quick clip from Vidal Riley, which is basically what I'm trying to say in this video, all summed up. This is my, pretty much, opinion. Take it away, Vidal Riley.
That fight, no one can complain about it. It's not a robbery. It was a close fight. There was a lot of hugging. There wasn't much clean punching.
There we go. That is my opinion. That's what I'm trying to say, if I could just say it in 6 seconds. But I'm trying to get some mid-roll, so I've made it into 8 minutes.